and dragon hats.
Okay, to skip all the fluff that we had last time, can we just be at Heidelgronus' house?
I think that's the point where we closed anyway. So you were there already. We read your note. We were heading to there.
Yeah.
We'll say Odo and Thingy slinked off.
Yeah, they haven't like turned up. We don't know where they are. They might one of them might be unconscious because he was like a bit low on alcohol tolerance. I love that both me and Mikachi there noticed that.
For some reason, I can move to Odo.
Oh,
I'm now to Odo.
let me check this.
Goodness.
Oh, all players can move to Odo, apparently. Everyone can.
But I don't actually have like a token or anything at the moment, so I'm to Odo now.
Don't you?
Yeah, let me grab you a token.
Oh, I guess not. No, because the only ones we've had of you, the only ones we've had. This is the first time you've exited like the inn.
Yep.
Get him a pretty pink one.
Mikachi says that it just got really bad on her end.
Oh dear.
Oh god, don't.
She
Everything's
looks
fine
very
with mine.
nervous as
Yeah,
well.
I just heard like it sounded like a crack of lightning. I don't know if you got that yet, Lion.
Yeah, I
And
heard that.
then it started pouring down again, like really beating down. And you guys are like constantly breaking up for me. I don't know what's going on with my internet.
You're fine on our side.
I've got
Yeah.
an idea.
Right.
Could be
I'll
the
see how
lightning.
it goes.
Okay.
So that's really it's picking up by the sound of
Oh,
it.
dude, is that... Oh,
Can you hear it?
No.
no.
Hmm.
Lion just like brought up a really big token.
Yeah, that's not to scale.
Oh,
To be fair, I don't think even the way they are now is to scale technically.
Mm.
That would explain some weird looks that we've been getting.
Yeah.
We've actually, this is actually Attack on Titan. That's why. That's why it's a ring. We're the Titans. Holy crap! Wow.
There we go. We are actually inside of Wall Maria.
Sherbert.
Share that.
Oh, I got the references.
Hey,
yeah.
Monkey is in chat.
Yeah, he's on his Mac, but it's not plugged into the wall.
Oh, right.
But he won't be able to do it from his Mac because it's not that great. It's like a
Fair
very
enough.
old one.
We'll move the dwarks over there.
Yep.
The Eve can join. I still love how that body's there. That's just gonna make me very happy.
Because no one has discovered it yet.
It's just...
Or at least no one's
hid
going
that.
to check if it has been.
I hid that very well.
Apparently. Didn't you like nat 20 it?
I pretty much got like 30 on that thing.
Yeah. 30% battery left.
And I just said 30. Wow.
Come on.
Well, if Monkey, if your laptop's got like conductive recharging, you can't just wait for lightning to strike a copper-built house. You'd have to run, but
Are you knocking on Gronus's door?
Oh no, there's a moth on the window. But yeah, I'm knocking on Gronus's door.
knocking on Grona's door.
Oh yeah, I need to roll for ducks.
Knocking on Gronus's door.
97 ducks.
Insufficient.
97!
Ah,
It's okay. At any time now, there are 97 ducks in this entire place. So that brings light to Odo's story a bit more.
Is it Nathan that Unch 13 goes by? I can't remember.
Pardon?
Is it Nathan that Unch 13 goes
Yeah.
by?
I
Right.
can never
Nate,
remember,
yeah.
but it says, I do love that way of pronouncing it.
Yeah. It's like a techno song. Nathan says that they don't want to spoil your pride, Dragon, but it might be a DC 23 to find that body.
Oh, what?
Yeah, but
Apparently
people
it's
are
actually just a
specifically
23 to find it.
Oh. It's still pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
For someone who doesn't have
One
any...
thing I will note, however, is that, like, detecting mind control, like, post-mortem, not exactly the easiest thing in the world.
Also, to be quite frank, one of the people who was involved isn't here anymore.
Yeah.
I'm scot-free.
It's literally just Tarry.
Yep.
Hmm?
Tarry is the only person still here from that incident involving the guard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You could be excommunicated for this.
Are we still going on about that thing?
It's 'cause
Hey,
it's 'cause
how
the
many
body's
other
still
times
there.
have you decapitated somebody
Well, you
and
know.
then hidden their corpse inside the toilet?
Well, yeah. No, that was me. That was all me.
It was a closet.
No, it was the toilet actually.
No, it was
Yeah.
the toilet.
That was
Oh, was
all
it?
me. Yeah, that was all me.
I'm surprised nobody's gone to the toilet yet, truthfully.
Well, it's somebody's house, so until it gets repossessed.
It's a blind guy who's got no sense of smell as well.
So a chemical factory worker is what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
Yes, Gorilla. There we go. It wasn't murder. It was self-defense, and it was
Yeah, but they
self-defense.
won't
He was
know
coming
that.
at me.
It's coming straight for me.
Now, did you hear that?
Yeah. You might have heard that through me, actually.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
I'm not hearing any of this.
There it goes again. That's
Oh,
really
yeah.
close.
I'll probably get this just as the stream ends.
Yeah.
I kind of feel left out, truthfully.
Well,
You feel left out that you're not getting
Yeah,
poked
could you
more.
guys stop going on about it a bit? It's making me feel self-conscious.
You're self-conscious.
Dear.
Right,
Okay.
anyways.
We knock on the Gronus's door.
So the door hasn't been replaced since last time. It is in fact still the cast steel assembly that you had the last time you visited. This one should be able to take a charging barbarian in a rage quite well, although the hinges not so much. But you knock on the door. The sound
Can I just
reverberates
say-
through that.
Okay. I just want to say that this is what's going to happen. Sherman and Arme are going to approach the door, both of them outstretched, their right hands, and go. Just both at the same time.
Okay.
Maybe I'll do a little fist bump afterwards.
The real world uses cold lightning on the new door. I think they learned not to have a normal door. Also, wasn't the guard mainly going after Victus? The guard was, like, mind-controlled and presumably going after everybody who was investigating.
Yeah, but
So-
we didn't know that he was under mind control.
They just saw
Yeah.
a person trying to kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know anything about that stuff before then.
At that point, anyway, I would have killed him anyway with that character, so it doesn't matter anyway.
Also,
you probably
thank
give
you
a
on the
shit.
mic. It is a Rode podcaster mic. It is glorious.
It is glorious.
Okay, the sound of your raucous knocking, your synchronized knocking, reverberates through the back of the door, and sure enough, in fairly Jew fashion, the door squeaks slowly open, and just on the back of it, you can see a rope attached to like a little hook on the back, being yanked along by about
No
3
homunculus this time.
Pardon?
No homunculus.
Oh no, the door is being pulled open tug of war style by 3 of them.
Oh, that's genius.
Do you know, all I have in my head now is that, you know, the homunculi?
Yep.
As minions. That's all I see them
Okay.
as right now.
I just want to say, right?
So you're saying Gronus is Gru?
Hey, it begins with the G.
I
I just want
guess.
to say,
Go
Got all
on.
the same letters.
Arme and Sherbert are going to
Share bit.
allow everybody else to enter before they do. They're, going to gesture after you.
Zora strides upon in. Quite used to this location now, to be honest.
Wait, the guard was under mind control? Yes, although none of the party actually know this for a fact. But it's a fairly, like, reasonable conclusion
Reasonable
considering what
conclusion.
happened when you fought the Aboleth.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm. Arme
Yeah,
and
okay. So people file in.
Wait,
It takes
wait.
it. Oop.
as soon as everybody else has filed in, Sherbert's going to go in first, and then Arme's going to. And once everybody's ahead and can't see, Arme's just going to grab the rope that the homunculi is still holding onto it with, and he's just going to tug it really hard.
Wow.
Would you like to make a
He's got
strength
bad
check?
memories. Pardon?
Would you like to make a strength check?
On Arme, yes. What is his current strength? Is it modified or...
His current strength is ghoul strength, so Let me see what that number is.
Ooh, strength.
Ghoul strength. Ghouls have a +1.
Ghouls have a +1. Okie dokie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Gorilla, I beat you to it.
Okay. Your attempt to yank on the door is actually not much better than that of the homunculi. The homunculi have a
It feels like you're
-1.
helping out.
Fair enough.
So-
I think that actually I was on a -1 as well. I just like miscalculated it.
Mm.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't really cause any like major shift, I'm afraid.
Drat. Oh well.
You're quite glad that no one is currently watching you whilst you try and do that.
Yep.
Your turn to
Just
watch.
carry on ahead.
Yeah. As you leave, two additional homunculi come along and just heave the door closed, creating a rather satisfying thud and clunk as they succeed.
Nice.
Sweet, that was actually pretty good. Good job.
Yeah. So, moving on. The mounds of stuff that previously formed the corridors inside of Gronus's laboratory have naturally taken a while to build back up. They're a lot more organized now. They're a lot more like cases and such. The place hasn't gone to wreck as it previously had, just yet at least. And you manage to find your way to what seems to be a reasonable recreation of the sort of courtyard area where you've like sat and had conversations with Cronus in the past. And Muffins, I genuinely can't tell if I can't hear your audio if you're just not saying anything.
He's got his audio on. You don't forget, he is an actor, by the way.
Not a great one.
Wow. Sherbert.
Yeah,
There
man.
we
There
go.
we go.
Yes!
So that's our litmus test for can we hear muffins.
Yeah.
Sherbert.
Yeah, that.
two of the smaller homunculi like flutter off on their wings to try and go and fetch Gronus, you presume. None of them, of course, are speaking any kind of language you can understand, so exactly what they're doing is left up to interpretation. There is a tray provided with like a kettle and like cups and a few biscuits as well.
Sherbert's going to go straight for them, but then Ame's just going to put his hand on his shoulder and go, I'd probably avoid that if I were you.
Hi, monkey.
And then they're both just kind of going to sit down. Sherbert looking a lot more relaxed, Ame looking a lot more formal.
Bye, monkey.
Alright.
So I was going to take one of the biscuits and just sort of chomp into it and do that thing where it's... actually, what is the biscuit? Information.
Roll spot for me.
The what?
Spot.
I want to know what biscuit
spot.
this is. It's important.
It's an Invisibiscuit.
22.
Okay.
Sick biscuit roll.
You examine the small pile of biscuits, and a lot of them are in different shapes. Most of them look like they've been kind of just pressed out of things with a random kind of assortment. A few of them are completely misshapen, like they've just been pushed together by hand. Some of them have different colors in parts of them. Others are rainbow kind of effects. One or two of them have things sticking slightly out of them that you can't quite identify.
Is that LSD?
I'm going to go directly to the rainbow ones.
Okay.
Directly. Is it good? Are they good?
You're gonna eat it?
Yes.
Okay, roll fortitude save.
Thank you. Knew it.
Forgive me, it has been a while. Okay.
Apparently it's thundering in Texas as well. Just everywhere is getting thunder.
You know, England, Texas. You know.
Well, Minnesota.
Basically the same place, right?
Minnesota, Texas, England, Spain. Eek.
15, by the way.
Okay. With a 15, you're fairly certain that your stomach is a different shape than it was when you started eating. But Other than that, there was quite a nice little like ripple of flavors going down your tongue,
And then
He,
vomit rainbows.
he sort-
ranging from various, ranging like just sort of passing through a different assortment of sort of fruity flavors.
he sort of grabs his stomach. Is it painful or is it just weird?
It's incredibly uncomfortable, but you wouldn't describe it as painful.
Okay, well, he sort of holds his stomach and just...
Like your stomach might be the same shape as one of a cow's or like one of a rabbit's or something now, but it's still a stomach.
Okay. Yeah, as I said, he grabs his stomach and just
Different shape.
sort of looks at it, just not to be rude, continues and finishes it off.
Eat all the rainbow biscuits equals turn into a unicorn. I ain't saying that's true.
He doesn't want to be rude. There's gonna be the rest of it.
Arme's just gonna stare at you with wide eyes and just go, nobody's caught you up on this, have they?
And he's gonna... He's, at that point, he's pouring a cup of tea.
Oh wait, is there rainbow fudge in there? Only if it was provided by Mikachi's Yum Yums.
Sponsor.
Like,
Arme's gonna be like pinching the bridge of his nose, but still just staring at you.
he doesn't want to be rude.
So Terry, what are you going to do? Because you, of course, know what Cronus' stuff is like.
first of all, I ask Zora how is he feeling after the biscuit.
Again, he doesn't want to be rude.
Yeah, but how are you feeling?
Never better. They're great.
Right. The
I think
biscuits
that what
made
she's
you
asking is whether you're experiencing anything uncomfortable and in to do with
Again, he
if
doesn't
you've
want to be
met some
rude.
water-sized
He knows the
and stuff.
homunculi can hear. He doesn't
Zora,
want to be rude.
you can whisper it to me if you like.
I was trying to think of how we'd
Arme's just gonna poke up.
bit of a stomach ache, but nothing, you know.
Arme's just gonna
And then-
stare at you, and then he's just going to say, Gronus enjoys experimenting on people. If I were you, I wouldn't get into that role. I was forced into it by these lovely adventurers before.
Yeah, I would strongly recommend not drinking that.
Okay, well, with that, he'll
Could be entertaining.
quietly place it down. Unfortunately, he's already poured it in, but he'll put it down anyway, and I guess go off and see if just.
Arme's just going to reach out for a homunculus and try and pour the tea down its throat.
Okay, would you like to make a strength check?
I will, and I think that's at a -1 again. Which, like the...
No, as a ghoul, Ame has +1.
+1...
+1 strength.
Oh, what fun we have!
Yeah,
Gronus.
but his base
That's
strength
the
was...
that's the modifier.
Oh, right, okay, really?
Yes.
Oh.
What fun we have at Gronus's.
Always a nice place to visit. Okay, you successfully managed to do so, and the
Yes.
homunculi shows no meaningful reaction other than the fact that you've just poured boiling tea down its throat.
Wow.
Arme will just look a little bit, you know, interesting. He'll just sit back down.
You're expecting it to melt?
Holy shit.
Huh?
Oh, sorry, I just got sent something by Dom, which is really cool for his character in Anima. Sorry.
Oh, okay. God.
Sorry.
Oh, so,
Right.
And so in other campaigns, you casual.
Right, well, in a few moments' time, just whilst you're waiting and the homunculi are busying about, the familiar, tall, green-skinned elf that is Heidelgronus appears from the dim distance of one of the corridors, carrying with them a... I think that's worth somewhere. Oh, apparently the storm's passing. Yay.
Hurrah!
Hey.
Carrying with them a sort of a small, like, beaker full of shiny blue liquid. And when I say shiny, I mean parts of this are actually reflecting light internally. It's like watching crystals form and they're just keeping an eye on it. But of course, in due time, they sit down in front of you. One of the homunculi brings them a cup of tea, and they just sort of like look to you and say, "Oh, I wasn't expecting you. What can I do for you today?" Do make it quickly. I'm not sure if this is entirely stable.
Zora's sits down opposite again. We've come across some more information regarding the purple worm. We came across some weird phenomenon down in, I guess, what we would call the lair of the worm under the ground. We came across some kind of portal emanating fire and...
Do I know you? You look quite familiar. I'm sure I've seen you before.
Is he talking
Cronus is pointing straight at Arme.
Yes, I do believe that we've met on a few occasions. You've given me some of your delectable treats before and experimented on me. I died actually, but
Oh, I see. You're the sorcerer thing. Yes. Oh,
yes.
How did you manage to make your way back? No matter. One moment.
It's not particularly interesting. Don't worry yourself about it.
Oh, I see. Ah, yes. Oh, that is an interesting sort. Yes. Does that not itch? I can provide a cream.
Could you?
Never mind. Yes. Other sorcerer thing you were saying? Yes.
Sort of befuddled and confused. Yes, we found like a portal emanating what can be described as fire, really, and also a creature known as, I believe, it looks around an aboleth.
Aboleth, yes.
Yes, an aboleth.
Aboleth. Oh dear lord, I don't think anyone's seen one of those in centuries. What color was it? How many eyes? Do you have any details? Is there a body I might examine, perhaps?
Okay, hold on. First, can I try and remember how many and what color? I'm pretty sure we did take some stuff from it, didn't we?
You require a wisdom check to remember.
I'm pretty sure we did take some stuff, so I'll take out like whatever stuff I took from it. It was probably like a scale or some kind of an eyeball. Whatever it is that was deemed. I think the wording I used was whatever was deemed useful. Which, right, wisdom.
Okay, you do not remember what color it was, how many eyes it had. You honestly have a very, vague idea of what it looked like, and you kind of put that particular lack of clarity of its image down to its mind shenanigans.
As he's gathering I guess the ooze or the a scale eye, whatever, out from Ronus, who just mentioned Deb. Afraid not. It was a bit of a hectic time underneath there, and obviously underground is quite rather dark as well. So I can't remember too many details, unfortunately. But as I said, I do have some things from it which we siphoned off of it.
I see. Just hand that here. Yes. I see. This is a familiar little piece of slime. Is this not the sample from the other place you picked it up?
Other place? He looks around. He looks around at the other two.
Arme will kind of and say, well, if that is indeed what the source of that thing was, I believe that we did come across that before. We thought of it as being somewhat of an epidemic. However, it would seem that we found the source of it as being the aboleth.
Oh, so you've encountered this before then?
Yes, we did. Which leads me to wonder, Gronus, as somebody such as yourself, whom has seen an aboleth before, as you did just mention before, why you didn't recognize it?
No one has. I haven't personally seen one myself. They tend to decay quite quickly after death, and they're not exactly the most pleasant kind of creatures. No. They claim to have held an empire a few thousand years ago. No one has seen one of them really within the last 3-4 centuries.
No, I think actually that's for the last few days now, because that record's been broken.
Would this possibly be explained by this odd fluctuating portal we came across?
Portal? What portal? portal?
Well, we came across a portal very close in proximity to where the aboleth seems to have made its home.
You mean someone made a door? I don't.
Well, it was a portal of pretty much fire, and it seemed to be fluctuating from location to location, for what we could tell. Obviously, we didn't enter it, but that's the. Is this a possible explanation? Do you think?
I'm afraid I'm not afraid. Planar physics aren't exactly my specialty, but perhaps I'm much more of a physical person.
Fair enough. I can respect that. I can respect your choices in that respect. Is there anybody in the city who we could talk to who is possibly an expert in the different planes?
You could find Professor Argus. I think he has another book tour going somewhere. He may have a signing. I don't know. Actually, I have some papers I'm supposed to be grading. The homuncle, I can do that. Is it still there? Is it all intact?
The portal has been in touch, from what we can tell. We didn't touch it ourselves. The aboleth is no longer there, though.
I see. Well, whatever's making that door thing, maybe it'll send more. I don't know. This is far from me.
Okay. Well, unless anybody else has some other questions, I think that's a great lead.
No, yeah, that's more than we need, I think, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we can talk to Mr. Bloodfinch then. Sorry, Argus, because I didn't know his last name. And then if we can get any more information of him, and then we could go and take that to. Now I forgot his name.
The mayor.
Yeah.
Montague.
Okay. Well, with that, Zora sets up and shakes Uranus's hand, or attempts to, and heads.
Well,
around.
full hands presently, but.
Okay. Well, it's just awkwardly like, and then walks.
Arme will actually just ask. So what's in the vial?
This is a self-crystallizing argonite mixture. You can try it if you like. It's quite delicious.
Arme is just going to say, well, I suppose in my current state, what's the worst that can happen?
Oh yes, that is a point. You might want to hold off on that idea. Seriously, does that really not itch? I'm sure my family's tried that before. It didn't work out well.
You get used to it. I mean, if you've got some cream, I'd be happy to take some.
I think it's written down in my predecessor's archive somewhere. Off with you. I not much good to me now, I'm afraid. Tell other sorcerer thing person I might need them later.
Will do. Take care.
A chill that goes down his spine as he walks. Doesn't know what it's from, but hurries a bit quicker. Arms straight at his sides.
Arme is going to approach you outside the door and just say, if I were you, I wouldn't agree to take anything from that person.
As interested as I am in experiments of sorcery, he's not the kind of man I would like to indulge. So yes, I agree. Anyway, you're gonna. I guess we're outside by now. And
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed, you are on the streets.
sweet. Okay, well, have I been to Bloodfinch yet? I can't remember.
No, because the last time that we encountered Bloodfilch was like ages ago before you first discovered the purple worm.
Okay, let's go and annoy him again then.
Well, if memory serves, the last time you spoke with him involved summoning a celestial lion.
No, we went to see him again at the university.
Oh, yes. Right. That is true indeed.
So again, let's go and annoy him. But yeah,
Sure.
so I don't know where he is. I think only Tari would know, wouldn't he? Wouldn't she?
Tell me. Actually, Arme would probably know.
Oh yeah, possibly because you only saw him.
He used to live here.
Oh, that's true.
By the way, did Arme succeed in getting his house back?
Could you roll diplomacy for me?
Diplomacy, sure thing. Can I potentially do that with, I mean, could I Potentially.
Arme should have his like mental abilities still, so that should be fine.
Yeah, I mean, I know that Arme's got a diplomacy of 8, but Sherbert was going along with him, and he's got a diplomacy of 21. Could I use Sherbert's? They're both going to be there arguing for the same case.
Sherbert.
Sherbert can support, but Arme has to argue this case.
Okay. How much of a bonus will I get from that then?
If Sherbert can beat a DC 10, then Arme will get a +2 to his roll. Yes, I know.
Wait, hold on. You rolled +21.
Yeah, that's Sherbert's diplomacy.
You're
+2.
gonna get it anyway. You could get a 1 and you'd get it.
Well, not a 1, but yeah.
Oh,
Did you say +2? Yeah.
so it's a 10. Ooh.
They both did roughly similar. I've got your back, buddy. Don't worry, buddy. I've got yours too.
Arme has a hearing about the matter next week.
I see. I suppose I'll take up some residence in the meantime in a high-class tavern. Thank you for your time. And Arme and Sherbert will leave.
I wonder if your residents have just like been there since you've gone. They're not there.
It's been squatted in. I'll like go back there and I'll see my brother.
Like the water in the spa thing is just filthy now. They've started eating each other.
Odo was just using it.
You go in there and some reason Baldric's there.
His spirit.
His spirit's just in the spa.
The spirit.
No. You just go in there and you find out that that's actually where Odo has been spending all of his time lately.
Yeah.
So just in the interior has become
I'm having a
all
bath.
natural and druidic. It's a scene out of Life After People.
And there's lots of ducks, there's lots of duck crap everywhere.
Do you mind, mate? I'm having a bath. The Odo's in here too.
Oh god. Oh,
Did roll
God.
for ducks. Maybe he'll just be occupied with ducks. This has been being used as a headquarters of a remaining duck army.
Oh god.
Okay. So I'm assuming we're probably going to get to the university.
Yeah.
Have we really? Have we had an example of Sherbert's? I guess.
Abilities.
Well, yeah, like how good he is with talking with people.
Okay, well, firstly, as you enter the university grounds, could Sherbert make a charisma check, please?
Oh God. Oh,
Can Sherbert make a charisma check?
I know this. I know exactly where you're going with this. Am I in the hat fort? Sure.
Straight charisma check.
Okay. Unfortunately, it would seem that some people around here have heard of Sherbert. He is therefore accosted by a group of approximately 12, fanboys and fangirls, as well as other forms of fan people.
Fan orcs.
Fan old people.
Fan orcs.
There's at least one particular individual who might be a half giant, considering how much they are towering over Sherbert.
Do they still have like a pretty dress and pigtails?
I ain't seen it.
In which case, I mean, Sherbert's going to see all of the people that are kind of in front of him and, clamouring for him. And he's going to say, "Dear fans, I really must be going on, but I don't want to leave you here with nothing to remember myself by."
Like, favorite, subscribe.
He's a YouTuber.
So he's going to say, "What would you rather hear? Would you rather I sing to you? Would you rather I perform with my ocarina? Or would you rather I tell you of an epic tale?"
Oh dear
could even
God!
sing.
If you're going to use the
could
ocarina,
dance.
do not play the Song of Storms.
It's already happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's going to ask what they'd like. A performance with his instrument, an epic story, but a short one, a song, or perhaps a dance. And he'll, offer his hand to the most beautiful fair maiden there.
Are you putting this to the chat or?
It can be either. It doesn't really matter. I'm just doing a roll. I'm not actually gonna do it.
Oh.
I haven't prepared anything.
I thought you had. Oh well, okay, no.
No, I ain't prepared nothing yet.
Nothing, mate.
Nothing, mate.
Nothing. All three.
So,
I guess roll.
fine.
Just roll two. Okay, fine. We'll just roll
Yeah.
one.
roll it.
1d3, 3, whatever the last one you said was.
Yeah.
Dancing.
Okay.
Technically there are 4 things, but whatever.
Yeah.
Roll to perform.
Okay. Roll to perform. Sherbert is going to take the hand of the most beautiful young girl and bring her into a waltz.
Okay. Well, the individual with whom you've just performed a waltz might be on a few of your other fans' death lists now, but you do manage to create quite a stunning display, which looks like it could have jumped straight out of a musical performance. And indeed, your like fans and attributes are just all like screaming and clamoring for more. Meanwhile, the other 200 people in this area are just going completely about their business, slightly more annoyed.
Perfect.
Sherbert's just going to go, I'm ever so sorry, I do have business to attend to. But I shall be performing tonight and he's going to give a, tavern's name for the nice place that Arme is going to be staying in. He says, I'll be performing tonight here if any of you want to come. And, he'll basically just, palm them off while saying, just come to my show. Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay, with a slight bit of encouragement from the rest of the party, they do gradually disseminate and disperse.
Lovely.
Okay.
He's gonna have to wear shades and a high collar, he's just gonna go around with shades on and stuff. Just no, nobody see me.
Although I guess in this time it'd be more of a bandit thief thing.
Yeah, just a big hood.
Okay, anyway. So, yeah, as I said, have we had examples of how good he is with talking to people and etc.? I can't remember.
Not yet. You haven't, apart from the actual roleplay conversations he's had with you guys.
Okay.
His skills are still a little bit. You guys don't quite get everything. I just want to say his bluff is even better than Arme's, by the way.
Oh, I just thought actually he hasn't seen the portal, so it wouldn't make a difference anyway. Okay. I guess we'll go in and Taria knows where his office is because we've been there before. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, so I guess just head to it.
Sherbert just borrows Zora's mask. No, he doesn't.
What is that?
Sherbert just borrows Zora's mask. That dude can run like the wind. Okay, so we'll get to Bloodfitch's office.
You're going to need to roll a search on that one.
Okay. Oh god, yeah, this place is like a maze, isn't it? Okay.
Well, it's not so much like a maze as it is like a university campus, which is
There's
not
no
far
difference.
off.
There's no difference.
Yeah.
Okay. I know where we're going. I end up in the female toilets. Come out, blushed face.
Right, well, Mikachi takes a bit of a smarter idea and grasps one of Sherbert's followers as they are moving away in order to ask them where Professor Bloodfilch is presently located. As a consequence, you are able to get a direct pointing to where his next lecture is.
Oh, nice.
Oh god, you entering a lecture room?
Do we have to sit through the lecture?
Depends how much Lying's willing to roleplay.
I am not going to roleplay an entire lecture, no.
That would be
Okay,
impressive.
can I
That would
just-
be
I am not
very
going to sit
impressive.
here and roleplay a lecture on arcanophysics for an hour.
Can I just so we know the place, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sherbert's just going to stride in there, push open the door, and he's going to point to the lecturer is going to go, "Good sir, we must talk to you about a matter of grave importance."
Does he flick
Right,
his hair?
well, the orc that is presently giving this lecture, just sort of like peers down his nose up at you, because of course lectures that way, so it's a bit weird. Snorts slightly, and then just says,
If you have any questions, you'll have to wait until after the lecture.
Can I try diplomacy now?
I don't think that's going to commend much, like, help from him.
You never know.
Attempting to diplomatize someone whilst they're trying to give an educational lecture might not work out well.
Okay, then I'll try and use diplomacy on the lecture hall. On all the students.
God.
Go, try.
Okay. I'm sorry, fellow students in these hallowed halls of learning. I understand that you just want to receive an education, that I am intruding upon this. I truly am sorry. However, please believe me when I say that I would not interrupt such important matters if not for a reason of great import. So please, I beg of you, give us some time free, alone. Take to the streets. Go be free.
Wow.
He's a hippie.
Just... wanna roll it? Okay. From like the from the back row of the somewhere in like the back rows of this particular lecture theater, a student just sort of like clasps both hands to either side of their mouth as like a speaker would be, and just bellows forth, "I'm paying too much to be here."
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Topical.
Education should be free and available to all. We all know what a lack of education does to people. So why
In
should
the
we have to
wake
pay
of that
for it?
particular student, basically everyone just starts jeering and telling you to go away so they can learn.
Shit. Okay, Sherbert's going to take a new tactic then.
Oh.
Sherbert's going to leave the lecture hall. He'll say, "I'm sorry. I understand when my presence is not needed. I hope that we can talk as soon as possible." He's going to sit outside of the lecture hall playing his instrument with his 6 band members playing their instruments as well.
Oh.
I must perform when I'm grieving. See,
Everybody else? What are you up to?
Can I roll
I
this?
don't know. Zora is far too embarrassed to talk to him anymore.
Yeah, I think it's probably best that we stay outside and wait for the lecture to finish, seeing as you just made a complete fool of yourself and us.
Doesn't hurt.
Zora is just outside the room in a slump on the ground, mask pulled further as down as much as possible, and is just sort of shaking and just sort of like, no, not talking to him, far too embarrassed, no.
Wow.
Sherbert's going to look at you all. And he's going to say, "You know, nobody in there actually saw myself with you. So, you're all scot-free."
Right, fine. I guess we'll have to wait till the end of the lecture.
Oh my god. Or we could go, a moment of clarity comes over his mind, or we could just go straight to Montague with this information so far.
We probably could.
He might be able to enlist the help of Ludfinch anyway,
Okay.
Potentially.
and also
That
gives
sounds
him
like
an
a
excuse
good
to get
enough
out of there.
Yeah.
I assume Sherbert,
Sherbert.
Sherbert dances and prances his way out of the school.
He's just gonna be he's gonna start playing his pipes. His pipes are sounding. And he's going to
Oh,
he's going to mimic the sound of a fire alarm going off as he's walking out.
You realize those don't exist yet, right?
I'm sure there'll be a kind of fire siren. bells of some
Yes,
sort.
it's the sound of people burning alive and yelling fire, fire.
Yeah, so with it,
And
he can
also
actually
plume of
project
smoke.
people's voices, different voices as well, because it's ghost sound. So yes, he could, have a load of different voices shouting fire, 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 fire,
Oh,
all that stuff.
roll.
Thank you. Do. One sec. It's a final countdown. What am I looking for? So I just do a perform, yeah.
Or you could actually start a fire. There you go.
There is that.
It's an option. Actually, in this setting, it would be the main bell of the belfry or highest bell tower nearby, says Resenda.
Sherbert, right? He's lawful. He's not lawful good, right? He's chaotic neutral. Okay. So, I mean, this guy, he wanted to talk to him about serious shit, and this guy just ignored him for learning. Well, who needs that? I mean, all the students made fun of him. He's a bit annoyed, so he's just venting a little bit of anger
Through song.
through pretending that there's a fire.
And through imitation.
Yep.
Ventriloquism.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's basically a ghost sound spell. So
Unfortunately, having been a university student for half a decade, I can say we would have stayed if the building was burning down.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Like that student
Hell,
said, we paid way
a
too much money
a
to be
fairly
here.
significant number of my practical lessons and tutorials did actually involve the fire alarm going off.
Yeah. Mine
Right.
too.
I just want to say you can produce as much noise as 4 normal humans per caster level. Using these things as at second caster level, so about the same amount of noise as 8 humans. So I want to have about 5 different voices yelling fire, with the sounds of running sounds and stuff mixed in as well.
Yeah, that wouldn't have budged us.
Chaotic neutral equals mischief.
Until like the power cuts out and no one can charge their laptops, they're staying.
True.
That's what it was like at university for us.
Yep.
Oh, Muffins, I have a question for you. What is your real life alignment? Asks the
Probably.
Dragon King.
Probably chaotic neutral, truthfully.
Pretty much.
I like to think I'm chaotic good.
Pretty much. I'm assuming, to be honest, if Muffins had the outfit which Sherbert donned,
Sherbert.
this is what he would wear, just all the time. In fact, I'm going to start a fundraiser.
Get Muffins a bard outfit.
Yeah.
Oh god.
We also need to get me an Oscar.
Fake or real?
I mean, we all know what I prefer.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway,
Ryan, you are
so...
nothing good. Oh, cackle, I'm hurt. That's just mean.
Oh, wow. Whew.
Oh, wow.
Hey, did I succeed
it's
in getting anybody to think that an actual fire's going on, or are they just ignoring it?
Pretty much they're all ignoring it. People outside the lecture theatre are running like mad, but more or less everyone that was in the lecture is still there.
Fair enough. Well, you'll just leave.
There is a substantial, DC modifier considering, that they are indeed paid students.
Fair enough.
But yes, either way,
Actually,
and now...
To be quite frank, I'd probably given an excuse to get out of the lesson.
Sherbert's just going to say mischief managed and wipe the Marauders map.
It's worth also remembering that Bloodfilch is a very noted author, so there's a degree of celebrity involved in staying in one of his lessons.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh, as a celebrity.
I'm saying if you had a known author that specializes in your field of expertise.
I'm a slightly famous bard.
Yeah, but when you're at university and you've got a lecturer who has written loads of books on the topic that you're studying, you were going to stay in that lecture.
Oh, well.
Really?
Yeah.
Probably
Uh-huh.
good. I probably wouldn't have fit in with university then, truthfully.
Yeah. Basically, lecturers were kind of the famous people at the university.
Is it true that you can fall asleep in lectures and not get like told off?
Yeah.
Depends on the
Fantastic.
lecturer, but yes.
Yeah. It depends on how many people are in the lecture as well.
Yeah, if you're the only one, that might be an issue.
Yeah, hiding in numbers, as it were.
Yeah. I used to sit at the back of mine. There's about 200 odd of us. I used to sit at the back reading my Twilight books.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Catchy.
Yeah.
And you're a
You know, I
paladin.
did have respect for you before that statement,
You're
right?
a paladin.
I became a fan of the books before the films. Okay.
That's
I was
not better.
I was big on
Okay,
literature.
actually, it's the overall content, not the media platform.
I know, but I was like really in. Well, I'm really into literature.
Define literature for me, Makachi, because I think your
Yeah.
definition of it is a bit too broad for my liking.
Can we move on?
Yes. Stop bullying the paladin.
Okay, okay.
Sherbert.
Share that.
Anyways, over time, the lecture does draw to a close. Although you do note that it ends approximately like quarter of an hour longer than you were pretty sure it ended at.
I thought we were
Whether
just
this is due to
leaving.
spite or not is a question best left unasked. And
No,
so,
I thought we were all just leaving and going straight to Lord Montague's.
oh, we're doing that, or we're waiting?
Yeah, no, we said that because he embarrasses too much, we're leaving and going to.
Yeah, and that's
We're
why
going
Sherbert was playing the fire alarm sounds whilst walking out of college.
Yeah, we're gonna go straight to Montague with the information because, to be quite frank, if we want more information on it, he could probably just call Bloodfinch anyway. So.
Okay then, fair enough. So you make your way over to the Lord's offices, which is number 4 in the bottom right. Hold on, map here.
Aw, the weird duck building.
Yes, the weird duck building, sure.
Inside of you, Andy.
That's not the first time you've said that.
Hey.
Oh.
Oh. Cheers, babe. You really made me feel so welcome and loved.
Yeah, well, in this relationship, Zora is obviously the submissive one. The conversation.